To live in a world as advanced as today and still be forced to hide your true identity is, to put it politely, horrendous. But you'd be surprised at the number of stars who are required to appear a certain way in public, and today we'll be touching on one of those names. Mustafa Ali has decided it's about time he embraces his heritage, and we're here for it. Let's dive into those details. First and foremost, what's his story? Ali has captured the hearts of the WWE Universe with his incredible in-ring abilities as well as his heartfelt and emotional promos. He first connected with fans during his run through the Cruiserweight Champion tournament before Mania, and he now has a massive fan base that he hopes will help him change the world. In case you didn't already know, Ali is the first Pakistani wrestler in the WWE. Being from there, he would normally have been booked as an anti-American heel, but he simply desired to break through this particular barrier. Such was the desire that he initially wore a mask to conceal his identity and avoid being booked in this manner. How crazy is that? The wrestler got his big break in 2016 at the Cruiserweight Classic. He wasn't supposed to be a part of it at first, but the Brazilian competitor Zumbi was unable to complete, allowing Ali to shine. And shine he did. Fate does have a knack for aligning things in just the right order. Despite being eliminated in the first round, he impressed WWE officials enough for them to sign him to a contract. The wrestler's established himself as one of the best high flyers in the industry since joining 205 Live. He was a part of multiple matches of the year candidates in 2018 alone, including Cedric Alexander, Buddy Murphy, and Hideo Itami. Now let's get into the heart of the matter. In a recent interview, Ali discussed his desire to hold the Cruiserweight Championship to change the attitudes and perceptions of some Americans toward Muslims in America. He stated that whenever he makes an entrance, some fans yell, "Ali!" One of his friends at the show pointed out that it was almost the 4th of July in America, but they were chanting his name. Such instances are what makes the wrestler's efforts worthwhile. He went on to say that he wanted to change people's perceptions of Southeast Asians, Middle Easterners, Muslims, Hindus, or whatever their identity is when they come to America. In a nutshell, he wants the performer to be treated as a performer. We have to say we agree 100%. To live in a world where your art is not appreciated simply because of your heritage is certainly cruel, and we must put a stop to it. Coming up, here's what Mustafa Ali said about embracing change. The WWE superstar has hinted at a significant change in his presentation as he seeks to fully embrace his heritage finally. The Raw wrestler who returned to the company's red brand in May, 4 months after publicly requesting his release, is still trying to find his feet after his comeback, and he's done trying to be marketable. As all good stars do, he took to Twitter to share his side of the story, saying that he has always found himself toning down who he was to be more marketable. As a result, the wrestler's trying to figure out who he is. He further wrote that he's from Pakistan, he's an Indian, an American, and a Muslim. My name is Mustafa Ali, and I'm going to embrace it all. Forget about being marketable. I'm gonna be a message. Can't say we're not glad that the legendary fighter's finally taking a stand for himself. And we're not the only ones with the same opinion. Up next, let's take a look at what others think of Mustafa Ali's decision. Fans are excited for whatever Ali does next, with messages of support pouring in from all over the world, including WWE legends. Road Dogg Brian James was among them, writing, "Just be you, big dog." Another fan also responded to the wrestler's tweet saying that what he was doing his entire run and all his being marketable, further hoping that enough change has occurred in those who make the final decisions to realize this as well. Another Twitter user commented and wrote words of encouragement asking Ali to be true to himself. Needless to say, Mustafa Ali understands his position as a great change agent, and he previously explained how he handles potentially sensitive issues on global television and social media. Even though it is a big responsibility, we have complete faith in the wrestler to see it through. Now, here's what we have on Ali's history of being a beacon of change. Pretty much any time he had an opportunity to shed light on real-life issues, he took it up, of course. He further mentioned that because of his brown skin, name, and religion, people immediately jumped to the conclusion that he's a barbarian and uncivilized, and that he's going to harm everyone. And to add even more injustice into the mix, he said that if he ever responds to the online trolls and the terrible hate by insulting them, he has already proven their point and stereotypical assumptions. But if he responds in kindness, clarifies them, and sounds intelligent and articulate, he has not only defeated their point, but also made them look like an His attitude and example have inspired many people around the world, and his fellow wrestler Ginny, who works for WWE and previously appeared on the NXT UK brand, looks up to him as someone in the spotlight. She said that they're both Asians and that he's absolutely amazing. After years though, Mustafa Ali is ready to be himself on the big screen. And we must say, seeing someone in the spotlight at that level breaking down all those barriers and stereotypes is crucial, especially for people of color. It's not only want, but it's what we need. Now, for some other news that might interest you. First up, our favorite wrestler Roman Reigns confirmed signing a new WWE deal. Roman Reigns has been a part-timer in WWE since May, which fueled speculations that he had signed a new contract with the company. Chairperson of the table has now confirmed this. While he did not go into detail, the undisputed Universal Champion confirmed that he will not be appearing at every pay-per-view event. Roman Reigns has confirmed that he will perform at the Big Four Premium Live events as well as shows in Saudi Arabia. Reigns' new contract has also caused him to miss important life events. He didn't defend his undisputed Universal Championship at WrestleMania Backlash, nor did he appear at Hell in a Cell. Reigns was also not present at Money in the Bank. In the middle of June, he defended his titles against Riddle and then faced Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2022. Reigns' new contract has also limited his live appearances. We can't wait to see him in action, and if you say otherwise, you're lying. Coming up, is Triple H in talks to bring back yet another release star? Triple H has overseen several changes in WWE since taking over as head of creative from Vince McMahon in July. As the company's new face, the 53-year-old has already brought back several names from Raw and SmackDown that had previously been dropped. In the few weeks he's been in charge, Triple H has brought back Dakota Kai, Scarlett, Karrion Kross, Dexter Lumis, Hit Row, and Johnny Gargano. The game is also reunited with longtime collaborator Road Dogg, who has returned behind the scenes in an executive role. Now, on We're Live pal, Andrew Zarian has suggested that Bronson Reed, who currently goes by the name Jonah, is the latest name who could make a WWE comeback. Bronson Reed was a popular figure in NXT and a former North American champion, defeating Johnny Gargano in a steel cage match during an episode of NXT in May of last year. He was released by WWE in August 2021 and has since competed for New Japan Pro Wrestling and Impact Wrestling, but he may be the latest name to be brought back to the company. So who's excited about this change? Lastly, was Jericho the target of alleged WWE tampering? Here's the story. Tony Schiavone, Tony Khan, and CM Punk have all spoken about the various reports of AEW behind-the-scenes problems. Chris Jericho, on the other hand, used Twitter to remind everyone of another recent rumor. WWE officials allegedly reached out to a prominent member of the All Elite roster, despite knowing that person was under contract. Jericho was interacting with fans who expressed their desire to see him return to WWE. He quote-tweeted another who wanted to see a group made up of him, KO, and Sami Zayn to imply he'd been the target of WWE's rumored inquiries. Apparently, some higher-ups wanted it to happen sooner. He finished off the tweet with the hashtag tampering. From the moment he appeared at AEW's introductory press conference in 2019, almost everyone assumed Jericho would eventually return to WWE, if only for a Hall of Fame induction. Do they want him back sooner for reasons other than show? Or is Le Champion simply doing what has served him well throughout his legendary career by refocusing the spotlight on himself? Time will tell. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Mustafa Ali's determination to bring change? Do let us know. We'll be back soon with another video. Bye!